All right, so it's been a pretty slow news week for gaming as well. The biggest stories that have been out are the PlayStation 5. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the PlayStation 5 reviews that were going on in Japan, and then later on I'm going to give you my first impressions of Star Wars Squadrons. So first up, we're going to talk about the PlayStation. It's fucking massive. It looks like it's 2 times the size of the fucking PlayStation 4, but you know, the big takeaways from all these reviews that I read, you know, was that it's got a much quieter and cooler fan inside of it. You know, so it seems like, and reports say that they spent a lot of money on the cooling system for the PlayStation 5. You know, the PlayStation 4 has had a massive cooling errors. You know, I've had PlayStations overheat in winter times. You know, where my house wasn't hot and stuff like that. You know, it was a major concern for the PlayStation 4, so I'm glad to see that it's, you know, they really improved on it for the PlayStation 5. I don't know if that's what led to the size. I mean, when they took it apart, that fan was pretty fucking huge, so I'm not surprised well, how big this console is. Another thing that they talked about was how the DualSense, the new controller, feels much better than the PlayStation 4 one. You know, my big takeaway from the PlayStation 4 DualShock was lack of customization and lack of, you know, the Pro version of it just did not have the same feel as the Xbox Elite controller, and that's something I was wanting more out of a PlayStation controller, was something more on the lines of, you know, something heavy duty like that Elite controller that came out. And I have an Elite controller for my PC, so it's just like it just always felt much better than the PlayStation 4 controller in general. So I'm happy to hear that it seems like it feels better in players' hands, stuff like that. Another thing that they talked about was they didn't really get to play any games that really showed off the new load times. Played that new slasher loot thing, Godfall, and then they also played the Astro Boy game that's going to come with the console. And apparently neither of them really showed off anything that was too impressive on the loading side, you know, where maybe a game like Ratchet and Clank would have probably utilized the new SSD space and stuff like that more. And that's the thing I need to know the most about. You know, I get so frustrated while I'm streaming and I have to wait after dying in Outer Worlds for fucking 5 minutes to get the game to load back up and stuff like that. You know, it's, you know, all those breaks in play, you know, take you out of the experience. You know, you want to be immersed, you constantly, you know, you're in the game. That's how it is. That's how it should be. And that's why I was most excited about with hearing the PlayStation 5 was going to have these, you know, incredible load times. So I want to see that out there. I mean, they haven't put any review copies or review like machines for American reviewers. So I mean, we'll see what happens in the next few weeks. You know, the console comes out November 12th. So I mean, the time's ticking away. We're almost a month away. So I mean, we'll find out. I mean, does that say anything to you guys? I mean, does that give you a bad feeling knowing that they haven't given review copies out to as international folks as well? So, and if Sony's listening, I'll also, you know, love to review the console. That's not gonna happen. I'm still excited for it. You know, my PlayStation 4 is, you know, on its last legs. I need to start switching over and playing more PC games for you guys on stream, so we'll see how that goes. But speaking of a game that I've been playing on the PlayStation 4, I've been playing Star Wars Squadrons. Star Wars Squadrons has been extremely enjoyable. After playing games like Marvel's Avengers, I've needed something else that was new, that was something fun, and I'm a huge Star Wars nerd, so I absolutely love Star Wars ships in general. Rogue Squadron's one of my favorite Star Wars games, so, you know, getting into Star Wars Squadrons and playing that has been incredibly fun. Now, it is more focused towards VR play, and I do not have a VR setup, so I'm doing controller and just looking at a screen while I'm playing. I don't feel like I'm losing too much of an experience. I do feel like it would be much more fun if I had the VR experience. Like, it definitely feels like, hey, we want to make a VR game, but we also want it to be as accessible as possible to those who don't have VR as well. So I mean, I definitely do think it was at the right price point, putting it around $40. You know, I'm not too far into the story. You can still check out my videos on YouTube. I've only done maybe 2 streams of Star Wars Squadron so far, so you know, I've been cutting those up. Today would mark the day where I finished pretty much the first stream up on the YouTube channel. So you can definitely check out all my Star Wars Squadrons stuff on YouTube right now. But it's exceeding my expectations. The amount of control you have over the actual ship, and like changing your power to shields and engines and to lasers and stuff like that has been super fun and super unique as a Star Wars experience. I think this is something that they've been missing in the Star Wars video game realm in general. I'm super happy that it exists. But you know, it's not something as serious as Ghost of Tsushima. I'm not going to say that this game is anywhere near like Game of the Year or anything like that. But I mean, it's something that you can just easily hop in and out of at any time and still have a good time. You know, I would put it on the same level in my mind as maybe like a Call of Duty game, where it's like it's not something that you have to take super seriously. You can just jump in at any time. Call of Duty fans are screaming at me right now, like, Call of Duty's fucking life, man. But you know, Star Wars Squadrons is super fun. I definitely say if you've got $40 and you want to have a fun experience, you should check it out. Otherwise, if you want to wait for sale, it's fine, but I definitely think it's worth the $40 price point. I definitely recommend it. So, I mean, that's going to do it for my corner this week. Super short and simple. Nothing big news-wise has come out. If anything comes over the weekend, I will definitely talk about it, maybe live on the streams, or I'll just save it for next week's episode. This weekend in general, I'm going to be playing Vampire this time around. It became free on PlayStation Network, so I'm going to be checking that out for Horror Month. And then I'm going to continue on with some more Star Wars Squadrons. I believe I played some on Thursday. So Friday and Saturday, I might jump in for a little bit on that. Got almost, you know, we're getting closer and closer. I say every fucking week because I'm stretching it out as much as I can. Ghost of Tsushima is almost up. I'm depressed that it's almost up because I fucking love that game. We're going to continue on with the Outer Worlds. We'll see if I hop back into Metro Exodus or not. You know, I'm leaving Metro Exodus only for Twitch at this point. I'm gonna make most of the horror games, you know, gonna leave those for the live streams rather than putting those up on YouTube and stuff like that, because I don't know if I'm gonna actually finish them during this month or not, because I'm playing, you know, a new one each weekend. So I mean, if there's any games that you're interested in me checking out or playing, you know, my November schedule is pretty open right now for games, and I'm looking to fill them up. So well, let's see. All right, let's move on.
Hey, this is Christian.
Hey, this is Damon.
And this is the Amazing Nerd Show.
New episodes and live streams weekly.